How's it going, everyone? I think, yeah, I wanted to try a new setup today. And, it has like this slight turn to it now. If you guys don't like it, please tell me. But I thought I'd try it. There could be some benefits to having it this way. Um, but maybe it's just more interesting to look at. Okay. So the previous page that we did yesterday was essentially this one. Um, this page is pretty cool. Came up pretty decently. I think my light is too bright here. But until I get like some new lighting capabilities, it's all good. Let's go try to turn it a bit, but anyway, this is what we got. It looks pretty cool. Turned out okay. This is the one we're working on now. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe it would be better if I could like turn this just a bit. Yeah, that should be better. Yeah. Actually, don't know whether or not I should be like in a really big rush or not. Right now, anyway. I think things are progressing at a decent speed. Not too much in a hurry. Starting to finally get really accustomed to this outfit that they're wearing now. After drawing it so many times. Between all the pages. Well, on all the pages, I would say. I've been practicing from like movie stills recently, and from doing that a bit, I ended up internalizing this like martial art. Well, these pants that were in the scene, and I almost just gave my character those pants, and I was like, no, he doesn't wear those type of pants. What am I doing? It's pretty exciting. I think this is basically like week 2 of traditional streams, at least on this YouTube channel. Well, anyway. And it's been going pretty well. I've been trying to like implement anything that I can that I see to like improve the stream. Trying out different camera angles, just trying to make sure I'm posting different places and making sure people know about it. I'm also very happy that I have a schedule, so I'm always doing this at 9. Even if you miss a couple, you won't feel too like left out, because like I always stream basically at the same time on this YouTube channel, and everything that gets recorded I leave up on the channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Ouch. I need to stretch more. Freaking body is all cracking. I think the elbow is around here. It's a bit better. Alright, now to move on before I get too into the details. I think this is showing up well. Has anyone been checking out Berserk recently? Berserk's been interesting. I feel like they're doing a bunch of parallels between Skull Knight and Guts a lot more than usual. And I mean, it makes sense because we're in this arc in particular. We're getting a lot more information about Skull Knight and the past time that they were in. But it's also like a cautionary tale. Kind of like the Skull Knight is kind of like a being out of time or something. Which also makes sense because time seemed to move differently in like that part of the story where they are, the fairy place. Is that Elfheim or something? could be off. I don't remember exactly. I'm always consistently extending past my underdrawing. It's like the more and more I drew this outfit, I was like, I want it to go from like their shoulder, which should mean that if they wanted to, they could kind of walk with their arms being hidden. And I also would like it to, that's a really bad arm form. I also would like it to almost basically be around their ankle in length, hanging down. That way, if I wanted to, I wouldn't have to draw their legs. But I could show a lot of flow and movement when it comes to that area where that would be. So that's what I think would look cool anyway, and would work really well. Alright, so let's see. So what we're going to use is these gigantic pencils. And I'm going to just outline all of these. This is something I haven't used in a while. Technically, that's not a good reason to use it, but that's the main thing I'm thinking about. It's like a balancing type thing, a visual balance type thing. So now it's time to cheat a little bit. Kind of concerned about your eye just being led right into the last panel before it goes to the panel before it. So now I'm gonna try and cheat a little bit. So now I'm a little bit more like it should work now. So now we've got dialogue bubbles and everything that are already working. Got the sound effects that trails right into the wind, which forces you hopefully over here. And then should be an arcing motion, which should kind of lead you into these trails, and you end up going down. So maybe I can move these ones. Doesn't look very natural. Did not realize I was still holding this pencil. Still doesn't look natural, but I'm gonna try something. Of course, I'm still hitting this button. Basically, it'll be something like this. That way I can kind of force your eye to go along this path. And you end up here. So technically it would go around and go through like his hair, and then you would end up where he's looking. And with the way I have him looking at the moment, it would actually be more so about here. So that type of thing. Yep. Cool. Yep, it looks probably jarring, so I'll just hold it this way. Move this out the way. Now I can fill in some of the black areas. So recently, I bought a bunch of these pencils. I still really like them, but like they're not as smooth as I want them to be, and the smearing is just a little bit much for me. Hey, how's it going, Tavon? How have you been? But like now I'm like, I'll use this 8Bs instead and figure out something with the scanner, because these are much smoother to use. Actually, I'll use this one. It's still small, but it's fine. Still using the pencil where I only want to go over an area like a little bit and then move on completely from that area. Nice. Glad you're doing okay, man. It's been a while. I saw some. Oh, good to see you've been streaming. Oh yeah, I really enjoy streaming. It's pretty enjoyable. Kind of have a little bit more confidence in myself, and think I have some stuff that's worthy of sharing to other people. Yeah, I see you got to actually travel before all this stuff happened. How'd you feel while you were traveling? Did get the well, was it fun for you to travel, and did you take any pictures, anything you got to see that was different? What was your experience like? Hmm. One day I would like to travel. I think it would be really cool. I often think about like how traveling would like probably help me become like a better storyteller. Cause like, you know, more places you've gone, more experiences you've had, the more you learn how the world is different in different places, and the more appreciation you have of those differences. You'll have a more solid foundation, understanding what it's like for other people in different places. But at the moment, I can only tell stories from like my perspective and what I've done already. And I think that's also fine, as long as I'm being genuine. But one day I'll get to travel and I'll take some of that knowledge back with me. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad traveling was fun. It wasn't like stressful or anything like that for you. Try new food and experience a different way of life. Awesome. I actually don't know where I would exactly go if I were to travel. A part of me wants to travel across the country in America and stuff, and go to places I've never been to, which probably makes more sense than to go somewhere foreign right now. I only mainly say that because, like, even though, like, other states probably have different rules and different laws and stuff like that, it's a whole different scenario when you're in a different country. Plus the fact that, you might have a language barrier. And to make sure this looks decent when I stream, I'm going to go over this with the same pattern. Well, when I scan it, I'm going to go over this other part with the same thing. Just to make sure it looks consistent on both parts. Okay. Like California, not necessarily. Never that interested in California. Oh, you always wanted to go there? I kind of, now I'm really thinking about it. Where would I like to go? I think I would like to just see some really nice natural looking areas like what's the name of that place? Like Yellowstone Park and stuff like that. Um, some mountainous regions. I've seen a mountain every now and then type thing. But I've never seen like the really cool famous ones and stuff. Mm, scary? Maybe. Just like you ever notice how like Google Earth and stuff has all these pictures of like places and like there's so many people out there who haven't been to those types of places at all. Um, Definitely me. Also, I think once you get to experience a thing, it's not just a visual thing for you anymore. It has a feeling to it, it has a smell to it. You can associate it with a certain emotion you felt, um, instead of just an image. An image, unless it's very similar to something you already done, it's always going to be something that someone else who maybe hasn't experienced it would have almost the same reaction to it, depending on like how they are, I guess. So to be able to give something back to someone else through that would be amazing. It'd be kind of like describing a food to someone who's never ate something, like in like a comic or something, versus someone who has. The people who have eaten that thing, they're gonna notice that those details aren't there. They're gonna be like, wait, they didn't even say that it tasted like this, or that it smelled like this, or that the texture was like this. Be like imagine taking like making your character a top tier chef, but never tasting the dishes yourself of what they create. So when you go to put the details into it, it's going to be missing uh, like all the stuff that should be there, other than something you would find in a book somewhere. You would just be copying and pasting, but you wouldn't be putting any real world knowledge of how that thing felt when you ate it or smelled it. And I wonder how much of that like is taken away from like certain things. Like, I don't know. I guess in a way it's similar to someone who collects guns and you drawing a gun wrong and thinking, man, this gun looks cool. And it's based off a real world gun, not like a made up gun. And you're like stuck on the man, this looks cool thing. But a person who collects guns and stuff, who sees it, they're like, this actually can't work because the way you drew it, a part of the gun wouldn't be able to fire. It would be just like, you wouldn't even realize how much you kind of took away from the experience for certain people who are into that thing because you didn't add those details. But obviously, if you're doing something supernatural, you can kind of get away with not adding that stuff. Yeah, most food animes tend to over exaggerate. Yeah. But see, because they over exaggerate, not only do they overact and stuff like that, right? What they also do is actually give those details. I'm mainly thinking of Food Wars, right? Like little like Fallout guns, the Fallout guns with the disintegration mechanics and everything. Those are fun. Those just pure fun. But like, yeah, like I'm thinking of like Food Wars. In Food Wars, people get very exaggerated about how they feel about the flavor of a thing and be losing their freaking minds and stuff like that. Um, but also like the fact that like they give you little stuff, little things like, hey, did you know if you added honey to your meat or something like that when you cook, it might cook faster because it helps. It just the way it works, chemical wise, it could speed up the process of cooking a thing. Little stuff like that, and it's like you would have to really be into the thing, into your subject matter to be able to produce those types of details. And of course, you could have read that somewhere, but it's I think in the exaggeration of the expressions of like the emotions you feel when you eat the food, that's where the extra real world knowledge comes in. I guess you could fib it too, but the more real world knowledge you have of what that food is actually like when you eat it, the more believable it is, like over time. And the extra amount of details just help that type of stuff. Now the Fallout music is stuck in my head. Mainly Fallout 3's music. Yeah, that's some really good music. Mafia? Wait, was there a Fallout Mafia? Am I tripping? Fallout Mafia. In stores now. Do you mean New Vegas? Oh, the game was just called Mafia. Okay, I thought you were kind of tethering those two together. I was like, what? Hey, how's it going? Azar? I think that's how I want to say it. Azar. Can I send you my YouTube link? Please help me, friend. Yeah, you can post it, I assume. Go ahead and post your link if you want to. I'll have to check it later, though. Um, it's Sia Art or something? Sia Art channel, I assume? Okay. Hmm. Here. Better. Here. Okay. Better. Alright. That's cool. It's looking cool. Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna check it out as well. Trying to hurry up and add some of these details. Right, to do that too. All right, let's see here. Oh, cool. Is this good? That's good. Hmm. Cool artwork. Do you also plan on doing any process videos to show people like how it is when you create your work? Line work is very clean and neat, and so is I believe it is paint. Looks very nice. You wish you could draw? Go ahead, start, man. Go ahead and start. Alright, now I'm going to start flowing these lines across to have enough confidence not to need to. Bro, I'll erase this whole picture right now, bro. Bro, I erase all the time. It's, I don't know if it's confidence that makes you not erase. It's more about, like, the opposite. It's more about being like, nah, it's good enough. It's not even, like, confidence. Yeah, I love the bird he did, too. It was really nice. Very clean. Try to get that a little bit more cleaner. Could actually still do that. It's a little bit too much. But yeah, man, you could start drawing right now. I think everyone has the ability to draw and draw well. It just takes a certain amount of diligence. You have to put in the amount of time, and I guess you would also have to study correctly. See if I can do a better job here. That's fine. Sam, you like patience? Well, that's the difficulty. That's the difficulty right there. But then again, drawing is pretty immediate when you think about it. Like, you can kind of, you might not get the exact result you want, but you'll get a result and it'll be immediate, you know? Like, you could draw something and think it's good, and you look at it 5 minutes later, and you'll realize what's wrong about it. And you can do that over and over again, actually. You can just keep doing that until you realize that it might be just better to accept what you got or start it from the beginning. You can only, like, fix so much unless you're willing to erase it all anyway. At least that's how it is in my experience. Can't say the same for everyone, but for me, sometimes that is what happens. Basically like the way this is looking. Go ahead and try to erase through here. Hopefully it'll erase decently. If it doesn't, then I'm going to have to use some other method. Oh, thanks, Kai. I appreciate you saying that. I like it too, man. Hey, Kai, have you checked out the new chapter of Berserk? No, they said that they were going to be on hiatus for a bit, but it did drop what is it, 363? 363 or something? Oh yeah, man. It's a nice looking chapter, as usual. No complaints. Not many complaints in the art department. It looks nice. Wonder how he's liking digital. Miura. I know he definitely probably picked that joint up to save time, but try out any different medium. Gonna have a trial process of trying to produce something that looks like you, looks like something you would produce with art. I know he had that phase, but things, in my opinion, are starting to look a lot better actually, closer to what they usually look like, but with like little embellishments that he gets to take advantage of here and there. Times it 10 seconds. An hour and 19 minutes. Awesome. Oh yeah, of course. Did you ever completely catch up? I know you were reading it. Berserk is freaking awesome. Alright, it looks a lot better. You read the hell out of it. Word. Like a lot better. But they be playing with my emotions. I mean, don't all good stories play with your emotions? It's not such a bad thing. It's not that bad. I think that is here at the bottom needs a bit. I'm gonna go with this one. I can't take all these hiatuses. Hey man, it's unfortunate, honestly. It's a thing that it's gonna be happening for a while, but honestly, I'll accept, you know, we have no other, we can't really choose, you know. We have to deal with those hiatuses in order to keep getting chapters. So what we'll do is we'll start from the sides here. Let's move this out of the way. So maybe I don't hit that button. It's good. We can go from here to here. Switch to the other side. Let's see. That's fine. Yay for whiteout. Alright, so there's only two there. So I'll go ahead and do. So I have to do it here. Guts hasn't even swayed one member of the God Hand yet. Oh, you mean Slade, probably. And, nope, he has not. And, we're not probably gonna get that very quickly at all. Unfortunately. Oh, dang it, was not paying attention. Again, thank God for Whiteout. Yeah, he is not. He is not slayed not one member of God Hand. Hey man, he got to stab what's her name? Slan? Uh didn't work out so well. She was kinda into it. I don't know. Yeah, Slan was kinda into it. She was like, go ahead, stab me. I was like, what's that? He too was also like, what's happening? He didn't know what was going on. Yeah, it was a different chapter to read. I was concerned for Guts. I was like, wow, man. Imagine someone taking your like best weapon and like essentially feeling nothing from it. Like, wow, that was nice. Do it again. It's like what? Remind me of that moment when Ichigo was going against what was his name? Kenpachi? And Kenpachi was just really into it. He's like, yo, like, nice cut, man. Like, it's really cool of you to like cut me. Do it again. That's it, bro. Like, please, like, fight me. And I was like, he started running. I was like, I understand. I would have probably ran too. I'm like, what's up with this guy? All right. So, whatever little mistakes I've made, I can easily clean those up and deal with so that's good. See an area that I haven't completely filled in yet. It's not hard to deal with. Can also do, what is this called? Can like leave a little area of white here so that that sticks out. Alright. Cool. Alright, and this is what page? Oh wait, let me get this white out. Hit some of these things real quick. Cool. And I'll hit the rest of that stuff later. That was the major thing I needed to get rid of. Yeah. Hope you guys are digging the page. I dig the page. I think it looks really cool. Still need to add some background details up in here, but that's mainly just a few marks here and there, you know. But yeah, got the hair, got the characters, expressions, and stuff like that. Again, I'm gonna probably go through this and add more line weights and whatnot like that, clean up some things here and there, but for the most part, this has kind of like exactly what I'm going for this page overall. Anything else other than those things that I'm going to add will probably be some embellishments with the imagery to enhance the mood and expression of what I want to try and hit. And I'll probably do that with the computer so that they're not so, I guess, like line work heavy. There'll be more value, essentially, more value stuff. But yeah, pretty short stream. Oh, thanks, Tavon. Thank you. Pretty short stream for me today. Which page is this? 18. I'm gonna write that right here. Oh, 180. It's a very weird looking 18. 18. And I think we finished this one up a bit earlier. I also like the way that's looking. It's looking pretty cool. we have, what is this, 17, 18. Started doing this finally, to like keep track with where I am. Stolen tech from whatever I find on the YouTubes of other people doing comics. But yeah, so this is basically, what is this, 14? That was 17. 3. Yep, it's that one. It's like, what, 15 now. So, I'm getting closer. I think we only have about 4 more pages after this one. Let's actually check. It's kind of like the pages I have over here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 more pages left. Nice. And a cover to do. I'll probably also do a cover on stream probably next week on Monday. But yeah, 3 more pages and a cover to do. Hopefully that will only really take me 2 to 3 days to do. Want to make sure that I'm putting enough time and effort into everything, and probably go over everything again on stream so you guys can see what else I'm doing and what I'm adding. But and then I'll be able to like scan everything, and I'll do a few streams with it, like finishing the digital work as well. If you guys find this stuff dope or whatever, come back. I'll be doing these Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. And shoot, if I run out of pages, which shouldn't be possible since I'm writing a series, if I ever run out of pages or whatever, I'll probably expand the scope of the channel by doing like color work and stuff like that. I mean, I also do, well, I just saw a screen tear on the screen. That's not cool. But I also do a bunch of like practice, and if we ever want to like go over that, that could also be cool. Could be beneficial to other people trying to like get better at comics and stuff like that. A sample of my color work, I guess, would be this. It's technically what my and we're getting those screen tears. I love it. Technically what my character's color scheme would kind of look like. Except it has like this. Well, actually, no. It's kind of it makes sense now. But yeah. And that's also what the cat's color scheme is kind of like. But yeah, we might end up doing like some coloring or whatever on here. I mainly do like painting and Copic marker and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for stopping by and chatting with me while we work through this. And I'll be back on Monday at 9 p.m. Thanks, Tavon. I'll see you next time.